Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday night for me. Yeah, Monday night. Krim and Gary, you really should be more careful about contracting Doppler viruses. Hi, Puddleglum. Hi, Detective Zen. Thank you for notifying us that that Krim and Gary had contracted a self-replication virus and was slowly taking up all of the available space on the ship. That's gonna make wow. We're gonna have like a huge ensemble for the space musical next week, right? I mean, they'll all look like Krim and Gary, but because if you haven't heard, Star Trek Strange New Worlds next week, musical episode with 10 songs. Drops food in pita pockets, shoving extra Garys out of the airlock. Oh my. Well, all we have to do is run into something and then, you know, the ship will break apart anyway because it's just made of wood. It's a shame that Krim and Gary is tone deaf. Oopsie. Oh, hi, Hannah. Welcome. Enjoy your lurk. So yeah, it's Monday, which means we're still playing Outer Wilds. I still don't know what I need to do to finish the game, but I did a little spoiler-free checking and discovered that toward the end of the game, before you finish the main campaign, seems to be the consensus of when it's okay to do the DLC. So I went ahead and bought that and installed it. So that is available for us to do. I have no idea where it's located or how to do it. I did open the application once just so that the DLC would install, and it gave me two notifications. One indicating that there may be some scary type content in the DLC, because apparently there is a setting in the options where you can reduce the level of scary. But so just want to make a note, there could be some scary type stuff. And the other telling me there's a new exhibit in the in the observatory. So I'm guessing that this new exhibit in some way has something to do with the DLC. I don't know. Oh, wait, Gary's number 45034. You get back here. Apparently we need you for the chorus. It floats further away. No! Oh, sadly, that comment gave me it brought up trauma from watching the Streampunk's most recent campaign that was truncated by one episode and is sitting on a cliffhanger right now because of ongoing labor strikes, because super rich production studios don't want to pay people. There was an NPC that got thrown out into space, and it was very sad. Oh yes, I mentioned next Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday, right? Or is it the Thursday after? I don't remember the date. Maybe it's the Thursday after. Anyway, coming soon-ish in the next couple of weeks. I know it's in August. Is the Strange New Worlds musical episode, but yes, the Strange New Worlds Lower Decks crossover, which should always be referred to as Strange New Decks, that is live and viewable now. And I will not give spoilers, but I quite enjoyed it. Your mileage may vary because you may like different things than I do, but I really loved it. It was amazing for me. Hi, Urban Bohemian. I was so happy. I thought they did an excellent job with it for me. And I'm really curious when I heard earlier today that there was going to be a musical episode, my initial reaction was, huh, that seems like something strange or that Lower Decks would probably be more inclined to do. But Strange New Worlds is the right cast for it. I could see the whole cast singing. Although, I'm not sure it's in La'an's character. But they already did the, like, fairy tale episode, so I think it's right. And I can't wait to see Spock sing. Watched it with a friend over Zoom, and there was much clapping and squealing. Yes. I watched it with Philip last night, and it was really enjoyable for me. It was literally your first episode of Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds is my absolute favorite Star Trek at this point. It has bumped Deep Space Nine to second place. And honestly, I think most of that, like, I think if Deep Space Nine was being made today, it would be right in line with Strange New Worlds. Although we would never get nearly as much of it as we got, because back then, each season was 26 episodes long, and we got 7 seasons. And Strange New Worlds seasons are like 10 episodes long, and we'll probably only get 3 or 4. Because that's what TV shows are now, apparently. I've been enjoying it. I loved the first season, and I've been enjoying the second season. If you like Star Trek, and you like diversity, and you like something, I would say, I'm trying to think how to phrase. Roughly original series era, with a bit more of the feel of Next Generation, but with tons of, like, really diverse characters that interact well together. It's like the best of Star Trek. There was hesitation at the very beginning because it was like, oh, I mean, they're using Captain Pike, and Captain Pike, if you saw the original series, you know how that story ends. And so there was a little bit of a storyline that was coming across like it could be kind of ableist. I think they navigated past that okay. It probably could have done better, but and then they actually had a legally blind actor playing an Enar in the first season, and I'm really sad that that character is not a regular in the second season, but they've done a lot of really good things. So, not a spoiler, but something I can't unsee now. The intro, this Strange New Worlds episode, highlighted the hidden space koala in the Star Trek logo at the start of every series. Wait, what? I didn't notice this. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. They've been having fun slipping Easter eggs into the standard Star Trek episode logo intro. I didn't know this. Oh, I'm going to have to look. Yeah. I know, like, I don't dig for lots of trivia. If I see something, then I have fun because I saw it, but I don't set out to, like, find all of it. And I basically never go and, like, read up and learn and like, if I'm checking memory alpha or memory beta, it's because I'm looking for something very specific, and so I don't just like read the articles. I have everything through Enterprise on DVD though. And I have watched all of the extras that are on those DVDs. So all of like the behind the scenes interviews that were on the DVD sets for like Deep Space Nine and Voyager, and like I've seen the original film, the start of filming for Voyager when it was a French actress instead of Kate Mulgrew playing Janeway. I don't remember. I think the character had a different name too, but like I've seen some of that stuff. In the nebula at the start, there's a hidden space koala shape. Okay, I will have to look. Catherine Deneuve, yeah. And it might be Urban Bohemian. You might be the person that told me, or possibly Eric did. I don't remember. I didn't know until really recently that the reason why the Romulan officer that was assigned to the Defiant disappeared and was never seen again had to do with personal circumstances of the actress, and they just wrote the character out. Like, I believe, like something like either she got pregnant or something, but she couldn't continue, and rather than just replacing the character, they just never mentioned the character again. and then she shows up. She showed up as Seska on Voyager. So that to me says it was a good relationship, and so that to me says pregnancy or something like that. Yeah. We never heard from them again, ever. Yeah. Yeah, sure, Zen. You should be able to post without me having to do anything special. But I just thought it was kind of odd because in Next Generation, Beverly Crusher got Gates McFadden got pregnant, and they just had her wear a jacket. So I don't know. Anyway, I am excited. Oh my gosh. I never would have known that was there if somebody hadn't told me. Like, I've seen the green hand, but I never would have noticed that. Dana Scully suddenly always being behind a table. Well, and also, what I don't remember the name of the episode, but there's an episode where, in Next Generation, where a team goes down to like a moon or a planet or something. I don't know. And there's a storm that they're about to beam up, and I don't know. They get knocked down onto the ground. Except like Riker gets hurt or something, and so they come back up, and it's Data and O'Brien and Troy that have been possessed by the disembodied spirits of criminals that were on this planet. And filming that fall, like when they get zapped and get thrown to the ground, they were told to throw themselves to the ground. And so they were doing so. And Marina Sirtis cracked her hip. And so the rest of the episode, or like the rest of the filming, they were shooting her from like the waist up as much as possible and having her not move around a lot because she was in excruciating pain because she had cracked her hip. That one I know because I saw her at a convention and she shared that story on stage way back in like, I don't know, like 96 or something, 95 time frame. And every time I see that episode, I think about that. I'm sure she got medical attention, but she was still like in pain but they had a production schedule to keep too because it was an episode a week. And so they needed her on set and they just had her like sort of not move as much and tried to shoot her from higher up so that if she needed to like position weirdly so that she wasn't in as much pain, they could. Same reason for like, oh my gosh, names. My brain won't give it to me. Anyway, that Will Riker, Jonathan Frakes. Oh my gosh, where did that name go? Welcome back, Hannah. Same reason that the Riker, like the way Riker sits down in chairs by like turning them around, and then it was because if he sat in the chair regularly, it caused back problems. Kind of amusing when you watch TV, especially older shows and sitcoms, like, it's weird that character was in bed the whole episode, isn't it? Usually it's because the actor was sick or injured at the time and they just powered through. Yeah, because they were on they were on such a rigorous schedule. It's half a year where there was a new episode every week. So they had a production schedule that went to that, and they were still filming the season when the season started airing. So disruptions in production meant not meeting the schedule of when things were supposed to air. Where now they've finished filming like a year before it actually gets released, which is why the second season of Prodigy was completely done when they decided to cancel the second season of Prodigy. And at the moment, it will not be released ever. I say at the moment because they're shopping it around to other places that might potentially, want to take it on. But they canceled the second season, even though it was already fully complete. Then, like, a couple days later, they pulled the first season out of Paramount Plus, so you can't even watch that anymore unless you bought, like the first half was out on DVD. If you bought the first half on DVD, that, at the moment, is all of Prodigy that is possible to watch, as if you get your hands on one of the first half of the first season DVD sets. Older shows with pregnant actors, but non-pregnant characters. Yeah, honestly, I never noticed with Beverly Crusher. I liked her jacket. And I think I just noticed the jacket. And so I never noticed that the actress was pregnant. And I actually think she got pregnant twice during the series. I never noticed. Not giggling at Riker reference in the crossover episode, especially since John. Yeah. That's right. Everything should be released on physical media. You are correct, Detective Zen. Possible to watch legally. Although, I would want to do legally because I presume, although I don't actually know, but I presume that some minuscule portion of the amount that I would pay to gain access to it would eventually make its way to Bonnie Gordon for having voiced the computer. Although I could probably give her more directly than what she would get from the cost of the price of the DVD set. do what you gotta do, and when your shows may cease to exist, yeah, buy when you can. Like, if there is absolutely no other way to gain access to it, then you don't really have an option other than don't watch it. Which is why, like, things like myabandonware.com exist, because there are video games out there that are sort of in that same boat where the company that owned it no longer exists and nobody has a clue who owns the game anymore. So how do you buy it legally? Or like, I've had media that I wanted that my only option was to find somebody that lives in another country to buy it and send it to me because it's not available here. Which is really annoying and frustrating. But, or every time you watch the series, just throw $50 for every episode watched into Bonnie's coffee. Indeed, that sounds like a grand idea. Yeah. I will say, I know that things like torrents exist as a thing that people use. I've never used one, so I don't actually know even, I wouldn't even know how to do it. Like, I've never been like, oh, I need to see this thing, and there's no way to get it, and so gone out and just like watched it on, like, from a BitTorrent or something like that. I wouldn't even have the first idea of how to do that. Just like back in the days of Napster, I didn't use Napster at all. I don't think I heard about Napster until after it was already gone. That's just not how I listened to music. I listened to, at that time, I was still listening to like cassettes and CDs. So, and like all of my music today is either I ripped it from my CDs or I bought it through like iTunes or someplace like that. I don't know. For me, it's always either been I buy it, or I'm sad because I don't get to have it. I've never considered that there might be other ways to get it. Hi, what have you say, Yuri? You were on dial-up for Napster? Yeah, no, I've never done a torrent. I don't even know. I've heard of LimeWire. I've never heard of eDonkey, or I think I may have heard of Kazaa, but I'm not familiar with any of them. Now, I've gone and like bought software from a company that like delivers it via BitTorrent. Like, that's a thing that I've done, but it's like the person who made the software that is delivering it via a torrent. And even those made me feel uncomfortable because it's like, I don't know, I've always heard that torrents are dangerous and you can get viruses that way. Now, back in the days of dial-up, which for me continued until 2006, I had dial-up internet through Earthlink until 2006. I had audible.com for audiobooks starting in 2000. And I like long books, unabridged in audio. And so I had 25, 30-hour audiobooks that I would literally have to start the download when I got home from work. And it wouldn't be done until I got home from work the next day. Torrents themselves aren't illegal. It's the things being shared that are possibly illegal. Okay. And I think I had gathered that. I had just always heard like, oh, torrents, those are bad. And I had never gotten beyond that until I think it was like some audio software for like making adjustments on my microphone or something that I ended up having to download through torrents because that's how they delivered them. I don't know. Anyway, we are supposed to actually be playing a game tonight. So I should maybe open the software at sometime. Hi, Willister. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with LimeWire. I have heard of it, but I don't really know anything about it. Australian internet before the National Broadband Network was installed. I mean, until I switched providers, that was kind of my internet here while I was trying to stream, which is why it kept ending my stream like 17 times during 2 hours. Games in this stream? I know, it's more likely than you might think. We are indeed playing Outer Wilds today, just as we have been doing since the moment I went live. But yeah, we'll play Outer Wilds tonight, and then I'm not sure where we're going. We'll see who's on when I finish. Possibly Painting Pirate. He used to do Mondays, but I have no idea if streaming tonight or not. All the kids downloaded music to their MP3 players via LimeWire. Okay. Yeah. Once MP3 players became a thing, all of my music got loaded onto mine via iTunes. But I retained Winamp for as long as possible. I think technically I could still have a Winamp like interface, but Winamp was what I used to listen to music. Yeah, I didn't really use MP3 players in the 90s. I had a Discman. And I had a the equivalent of like a ghetto stereo, like the hold it on your shoulder, like what you see in like 80s movies or whatever, that had a CD player in it. Those were what I had. Early 2000s sounds more correct for MP3 players. But I was still using my Discman. I think at some point I must have gotten an iPod, but I don't remember when. So, okay, I have opened it. I'm gonna switch the screen. Ghetto Blaster, thank you. Yes, Ghetto Blaster was the term I was looking for. I was like, I know there's a term for this, and I know this is part of the word, but then I got it wrong. So yes, I have installed the DLC. We have not finished the main, like the original, like main game yet, but we're definitely towards the end of that. But I have not. I know nothing other than I read one article and looked at one Reddit thread, and both of them were like, we will give no spoilers. And all I was looking for was, when is it appropriate to play the DLC? And it said that when you're towards the end of the main game, before you finish it, like that was the general consensus of that's the right time to do the DLC. So I've installed it so that we may encounter it and do it if we do. iPod was 2001, and it made all the other MP3 players go away. Yeah, I think I went straight from the Discman to the iPod. I know, waking up just feels like a trick. The first time I loaded this game, I was like, why are you making me do this? I don't want to wake up. So it did give me a note when I first loaded it up after installing the DLC, which I loaded it up just so that the DLC would actually install, that said there was a new exhibit in the observatory. So we'll go and look at that. I'm assuming that is the prompt to guide you towards whatever the DLC is. And I know some of the people from chat who've played the game before have said that the DLC is really good. Beyond that, I know nothing about the additional content, except I did see a note that it has roughly the same amount of content as the base game. What was that? I don't know what that noise was. Anyway. It feels weird to not immediately go up the elevator and launch the ship. Without, like, the message when I loaded up, I would not have come back up here. I wonder what's new exhibit-wise. I feel like that was here before, wasn't it? New exhibit! Hey, look! New exhibit! Goodbye, wheel that was supposed to be spun this time of the week. I know, I'm sorry. I do have the wheel, and it has games on it, and I will... If I have to, I will set aside one week per month at least to play something from the wheel. I had not intended for this to go quite this long, but it's such a good game and I couldn't stop. The radio tower here on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite, and to this day still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos were made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the Deep Space Satellite is now responsible for generating the real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. Okay. I mean, we've seen the satellite before. I have flown to the satellite before. Maybe we are... I presume we are intended to go back and find the satellite again at some point. We still need to do that. So that was the new exhibit. Oh, remember when I first learned to walk on walls? And when you get distracted by that new game and abandon that one, this one, then what? No. No, this one's just gonna keep going. Until it is done. Okay, well, we saw the new exhibit. So let's go check our records and find out what there is to do. I don't remember what I have going on. But yes, eventually the things on the spin wheel will happen. This game was on the spin wheel. But it was on the spin wheel as play it once. Like, play for one stream. And then I ended up liking it too much and I was like, well, this stream just became all Outer Wilds. Because how could I stop? Satellite camera. I haven't been here in a while. Ouch. It feels... I don't know. I'm wasting time. The sun will explode at some point. Link to the sky shuttles. Sky shutter. Yeah, I don't... We know these things. Pilot seat used by Feldspar. I really should just go get in the ship, shouldn't I? Or... I'm silly and distractible. I'm sorry. Aw. I can't just jump down it. I have to... Ooh, maybe I can. I thought... I know I can, but also... Is there any point? Sorry. I should stop distracting myself. I just haven't been in town in a while. Okay. I'm being silly. I will stop. Or not. I don't know. Launch tower. You know, if we change that A to a U, it would be the lunch tower, which sounds a lot more delicious. Although if we really want something to eat, we could have a marshmallow. I think I might be slightly too far away. Ah, right trigger. There we go. There. That's how a marshmallow should be. Nice and burnt. I have never successfully toasted a marshmallow without lighting it on fire. In real life. I have in the game, just not in real life. I'm too impatient. Black Hole Forge. We found you. View entry. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the receivers were being constructed at different locations. A Nomai named Poke has successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. A diagram depicting the alignment. Oh! It's telling us what that thing was. And a diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping into the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. Black Hole Forge, why you gorge? On all matter in range? Oh dear. Detective Zen, excellent rewriting of the lyrics there. I got distracted by what you had written and stopped singing, but excellent work. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Okay. Ash Twin tower designs. There are tower designs in the high energy lab that reveal each warp receiver's location. Where is the high energy lab? In the canyon at Ember Twin's equator. And that will tell me where all of the receivers are. That might be worth checking out. Because I don't really have a lot of others. I mean, it looks to me like the High Energy Lab, the Ash Twin Project, of course, the anglerfish fossil that I still have not spent the time to figure out how to get there from the Sunless City, the vessel, which I haven't figured out how to get there yet, subsurface energy readings. Where is that? The Frozen Nomai shuttle. Huh. I don't... Shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Located a fissure in the ice of the interloper's sunward side. Did we not go down there? it seems like maybe there's something more for us to find there. It doesn't tell me there is, but it's still a question mark. So I presume there is a reason to return there. Southern Observatory and Ocean Current Discovery. You thought I wrote something dirty when you said gorge. No. It was what tripped me up was in the original song, the second part of the phrase is won't, and you wrote why, and my brain wasn't prepared for it. It makes sense, but my brain wasn't prepared for it. That's what tripped me up. I love that the frozen jellyfish is just out here all by itself. Okay, so we're gonna go to Ember Twin. Put my suit on so that I don't accidentally get out of the ship without it, which I've done multiple times. Ember Twin. Different destination than where we were going last week. Most people's brains aren't prepared for what you say. Yeah, it was not the word I was expecting. It made perfect sense, just was not where my predictive algorithm had gone. I'm guessing the planets are on the other side of the star. Yes, they are. Yep. Ember Twin. Ember Twin powers activate. I'm hoping the autopilot does not kill me. The autopilot killed me. I saw it coming. I probably could have stopped it. Otto's doing their best. It isn't intentional. He's doing his best. Stop it, brain. Sorry, now I have music from a chorus line in my head. Hoping the autopilot doesn't kill me. Isn't that what Tesla drivers say? Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I think if you observe recent events, recent actions by the person who takes credit for the Tesla, I think he likes crashing things. Because that's what he's been doing to the... bird app that is... no! Stop! Why are you going into the sun again? He's my fault. I did that time. That wasn't even autopilot. I have a strong desire to be an ex-user of what was until quite recently called Twitter. I mean, I've wanted that for a while. I just, as yet, too many people are still there for me to like fully abandon it. But I basically only pop on there to engage with posts from like 2 people. It seems like basically everybody went to Threads. I don't have any desire to use Threads, so I don't use Instagram, really. You mean the way he took one of the most recognizable symbols in the world and made it look like the most generic letter of all time? Uh-huh. Oh, I am absolutely certain that for some reason he has decided to just kill that brand. What I don't understand is why. Like, why would you spend that much money to then intentionally kill a brand? That seems weird, but, you know, I suppose I've never been that rich, so I have no idea. You had Threads for less than 12 hours, didn't like it at all, and only spent an hour there. Yeah. Of the alternatives to replace Twitter, my favorite, as far as like the one that I would very much like to use, is come on, land. Is Hive. The problem is I will never end up using it. Like, that can't be my home because I'll never use it. Because it doesn't have a desktop interface. It's mobile only, which means I will never use it. And yeah, you can't delete your Threads account without also deleting your Instagram account. Like, the only problem, well, one of the few problems with Hive is the lack of desktop. The other problem I have with Hive is when they shut everything down for the to fix their security stuff, to install better security, and then they reloaded some data for the user accounts, and that when they did that, it reset a bunch of people's birthdays to the first of the month. And like, one of the features that they have is astrological sign, and mine is wrong because it reset my birthday to the first of the month and claimed that my one time of changing my birthday had been used, and so it shows the sign wrong, and so I don't even have it turned on anymore. And I haven't been able to figure out how to like contact them and say, hey, how I fix. So it's a silly thing, but it's a thing that bugged me a little. 40 billion was still like half of Elon's net worth, and it was overpaying for the app, for the platform too. But I don't know, he decided that he just wants to blow it up, so I guess whatever. The Sunless City, but I can't go in there because ghost matter. So how do I get to it? Let's make sure I don't get sucked up over to the other planet. Crash Site Caves. I presume I would tell you to hydrate and stretch, but the rewards have changed. It's just self-care now. It's just a single redemption for self-care. So, thank you. I will. Yeah, I figured it would just be easier than you having to do 3 if you wanted to do it. Whew. Can you fly a ship in Ghost? SimSilica, that is a good question. I have never tried, and the ship isn't that far away. That's worth a try. For the King? No, I've never played For the King. I think somebody has mentioned it to me before, but I don't really know anything about it. I did break the ship slightly. No cacti. I don't like the cacti. they puncture my suit and then I die. Not quite, Detective Zen. It specifically says that it is, I will hydrate, I will stretch, and I will endeavor to have better posture. But I appreciate the attempt. A fun game, D&D adjacent for some of the gameplay. Okay. All right. Oh gosh, which direction was it? No. I don't want to fully, like, I just want to, like, bounce around a bit. I have to find, it's this way. Nope. Stop. Slow down. Turn around. Come on, ship. I can pilot ship. May have to redeem and put it on the wheel for play once? Yeah, sure. I'm sort of, but not quite where I need to be. Come on. You can do it, ship. Ship is too big. The ship will not fit through the Ghost Matter Cave. However, there is an elevator. Where does that elevator come from? I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna hop out. Outer Wilds and Noita. I've never heard of that one either. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Oh, geez. One second. I need to make a note or I will not remember, but like my whiteboard is full of everything. But I already asked, or I already added Masquerada to the full play, so I can erase that from the whiteboard. Also, there's definitely notes on here that I don't need anymore. Like, I have the number 2502 written down for some reason, and I have no idea why. A roguelike game where you play as a witch and make custom wands and blow stuff up? Okay, that sounds fun. I mean, I have a huge backlog of games, but I will probably end up wishlisting it. Okay. What was I doing? I was getting out of the ship? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I die a lot in this game, although I sort of presume that that is intended. Is there a way? Ew, that doesn't seem like the way. This is not the way. What's that? Oh, is that the ship? Or the escape pod, I mean? It is. I presume this is the crashed ship caves, right? If I go... Ouch. I mean, we've been here before. There's no way we live. We're totally gonna die from, like, too much sand. And the whole point in coming here was I was going to go to the high energy reactor, which is at the equator, but then I forgot. What's up here? Have I ever come up here? Have I ever come up here? I must have. Right? I mean, I've been here. I'm doing really good. I haven't, like, smashed myself into a rock face today. Yet. Okay, maybe I just did. Sort of. Okay, there we go. I was gonna just ask you questions. Talk to Chert. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it it's your first... I take it your first launch went well, then. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Well, quantumly speaking, I guess. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. I hate sand. It reminds me of growing up as a blonde kid on Tatooine. Fair. Tell me, what can I do for you? How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? Oh, we'll do that in a second. I found your notes about the Attlerock's main crater. I hope they were useful. Planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid or just partially made of ice. Like a much colder Giant's Deep. Wow, I had forgotten this part. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet now. It's now a dark bramble. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely had all of that. Was there any new options on here? What are you doing? What should I explore? How dangerous is that big column of flying sand? Well, we discovered that for ourselves. How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see two in a single day. Yeah, we got all of that from them. Wait, but you can zoom in? No, go away. Stop. No, I just want to go away. No, never mind. Yes, Jody, massive. You can zoom in with your signal scope? Ah, signal scope. No. How does one zoom? Are you kidding me? How long have I been playing this game? I just now discovered that you can zoom in. Supernova. I mean, it's right there on the screen. It's not like it was hard to find out. But I just discovered that you could do so. It's not worth going into those caves right now because it is too late in the loop. Honestly, it's too late in the loop. I can't go in here because it's already filled up entirely. New tech. Oh, that reminds me. You can zoom in with the signal scope. Thanks, detectives, and I'll have to try that. Nice detective work. Ouch. All right, so this is super productive loop. This is one of those where you've got a time loop episode of a television show, and the main character finally just like they're doing the montage of like all of the different things that the characters have done while in the time loop, and there's weeks that or there's loops where they just don't bother doing what they're actually supposed to be doing and just goof off or tell people what they really think of them, or that's what this loop is. I have been to the Quantum Moon and spoken to one of the Nomai. So that should give you an idea of how much quantum I've done. I haven't done any Quantum of Solace, but I find detectiving much easier when someone else has to find the things. I imagine so. Ooh, what is... Have we seen this? I mean, that's just the eye. Why is there just a... Is that like a window? I don't remember seeing it before. Fuel level critical. Well, thanks. Thanks for that. My ship is right here. And the sun is going to blow up soon, which is why I'm not like urgently trying to accomplish anything. But we can refuel and then I doubt that I will be able... Nope. So the high energy lab is at the equator. Is this the lab? And if it is, how does one enter, I wonder? Stay away from the evil cacti. That looks sort of like an opening. Staircase? But where does it go? There's a door. I wonder where that is. Oh, that's the same thing I thought looked like an opening. Isn't the high energy lab on Wednesday? Actually, Shadows, you are correct. The high energy physics series of Archival Adventures happens this Wednesday. Episode 6 of the high energy physics series, we will be looking at archival materials about the nuclear ship Savannah, the first civilian merchant nuclear vessel. It's this broken door. Okay. What do you have to say? High energy lab, yes. I need to get in there. I still haven't figured out how. Door will need to remain closed for some time. Running experiment. This is the experiment where they discovered that when you teleport, you show up a couple seconds before you left. Yeah. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. I don't know what that path is. And the sand will definitely get inside, because sand is getting inside everything. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Right. And this is the way to the Sunless City. We'll go, but we're definitely going to get crushed by sand really quickly. Jeez, look. Yeah, there's... You know... Might as well. Oh. I'm on the wrong planet for that to work. I was gonna, I might as well get crushed by all of the falling sand. Might as well was intended to be, might as well let the sand geyser take me to the other planet. Only that sand geyser is bringing the sand here, not taking the sand to the other place. Whoopsie doodle. I'm so gonna hurt myself. I didn't hurt myself. Because there's towers on the other planet. What are they like when all of the sand is gone? I don't know that I've looked. I may have and just forgotten. That's totally a thing. Ah! Stay away from the sun. Stay away from the sun. That giant ball of ouch up in the sky really hurts when you look at it, or when it explodes, or, you know, all those things. Apparently I broke the landing gear. The gravity cannon is already full of sand. The sun is about to explode. Like, seriously, about to explode. Come on. Land. We are at the end of the life of this sun. I don't know where this one goes. But it goes away from here, which means slightly further from the sun that's about to explode. Oh, we're in the Hanging City. Which, by this point, we should be basically at the White Hole. But we're not. The Hanging City was not at the White Hole yet. It was still at the Black Hole. Yeah, I mean, oh, we got in the ship and just flew. We ran away. And we still ended up looping. Velocity matched. Well, this is as good a place as any to watch from. As long as we don't fall into Giant's Deep, right? The sun. Although it might be slightly more comfortable if we just... Or maybe not. Come on. Just stand on the platform. Thank you. Nope. Stand on the platform. I know you can. There. Less floating. Just gonna stand and watch the sun say goodnight. The music hasn't even actually started yet, so there's probably a little bit of time left. Which means I could go inside. But there's really not that much time left. Is there anything I can learn here? What is this? I've never investigated. It seems like it's just like a glacier or something, like an iceberg. But why is it all pointed like it's a bramble? Swim out past the breaker and watch the sun die. Oh, music's starting. Huh. Hello, sun. Goodbye, sun. Well, tiptoe through the 2 loops. Actually, wasn't that the 3rd loop? Whatever, my brain did the singing thing. Bye, son. Have fun at camp. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Yeah, every time, Willister. Also, if I didn't say it, I thought it, and I don't know if I actually said it out loud. Thank you for the follow. There goes. It was so shocking the first time it happened, and now it's just like peaceful and violent. There goes the sun, it go boom now. There goes the sun. Alright. That was 3rd loop. Okay, so I really like mucked everything up trying to go to the high energy physics lab that time. Let's try again to actually head to the lab, which requires us to go to the Sunless City, which also is the place where the anglerfish fossil is that we have not yet figured out exactly what path to take to reach. We read the writing from the kids that indicated that they had a way there, but then I couldn't find it. All right, sunshine and lollipops. Sunshine, lollipops, and I just don't want to hit the sun. The thing is, once I get close enough, I do need to do autopilot. Why was I not able to do autopilot? Oh, because I'm targeting the sun. I should be able to autopilot to the sun. Come on. I just don't want to fall into the sun a 3rd time tonight. If the sun wants to fall into me, that's a completely separate matter. Weird. It doesn't look like there's the sand has started at all at this point. I guess I never realized there even was a point in time in the game where that column of sand was not happening. But the rule of 3. All right. Let's see how well I can do. No. Apparently the answer was not. Let's see how well I can do. Yeah. Got your answer right here, little buddy. The answer is not. You can do not well. All right, let's just punt along the shore here. Oops. I was hoping to, like, just deposit myself closer to where I actually wish to be. But now I've lost all track of such. Here. This is where I want to be. Set down. Bye, ship. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Into the caves of Nominus. The alpha of this game has a reason for all the storms on Giant's Deep, Brittle falling apart, and the Sandfall. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I know any of the reasons for... Other than... No. No, I don't know the reasons for any of them. The only one I know the reason for is, Dark Bramble. Wait. This isn't where I wanted to be. Ah! How did I end up here? No, 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 no. No sand. That's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in the city. Now I've wasted time. Come on. I know if I go inside the escape pod, I think I can get there that way. But I thought I could get... I don't know. I thought that was the right way. It's been a while. This was one of the first... Or this was the first escape pod that I found. No, it wasn't. This is the second escape pod I found. Don't fall into the sun. That's the path that goes... So... Breathable air. Refill your supply tank here. I think we have to get to the city. This is the way to the city. Full game is different, but I guess I shouldn't say... Yeah. I would appreciate no spoilers. So even if the gameplay is different, there's a chance that... It would... yeah. I want to try and discover things for myself. It has been really... I generally have no problem looking at walkthroughs and stuff, and I've been avoiding them for this game. Walk forward, and then go up, right? Oops. Was that wrong? I thought I was supposed to go up. I may have, just died. I didn't, though. I'm confused. I've been to this city so many times. What just happened? How did I get stuck? What is going on? No, it's just me failing in a new way. But hey, at least I'm failing in new ways, right? I don't even know how I did that. I didn't even mean to toss that out. Go away, put away. Right. Ouch. It's not that direction, right? It seemed like got lots of cactus on it. Somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Uh-huh. Walk forward until you meet the Sandfall at the pit, then turn left. I did not turn left. Directions? Wait. What just happened? Did I just walk in a loop? Ah! It's fine. I just wasted so much time, but it's fine. Totally not completely lost, right? I don't remember. This is fine. Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. How did I get so turned around? What is going on? I have no memory of this place. You shall not pass. Walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. Which somehow I got confused. There it is. How did I not see it? Every now and then I fall apart. When I turn... No. I could hear what turnaround was supposed to sound like, and I still couldn't do it for some reason. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Mallory and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Yeah, sure. Look for the tunnel behind the hidden behind the falling sand. So, I'm so confused. Like, all of these messages reference that the sand is falling, but how? I'm just so confused. I'm gonna die from lack of oxygen, though. Because I guess the sand eventually resets the other direction? Oh, there's a cactus dog. Hey, there's trees. Pesky need for oxygen. I know, really? Alright, this one is Anglerfish Overlook District. That's not the way to the Anglerfish, though. Stepping Stone District. High Energy Lab Trailhead. Eye Shrine District. Eye Shrine will get you to the Anglerfish, but I need to have planted a light at it. So let's head for High Energy Physics. Or High Energy Lab. Who designed lungs? I'm not certain. Some fish a long time ago. The question is, how does one... I don't understand. What does this do when I turn it on? That I don't think I've ever really understood. Yeah! That looks like ghost matter. Yeah. That is ghost matter, and we haven't figured out how to get past it. Right? All we can do is lock ourselves in here, and we've discovered if we just stay in here, we die from the sand. We've been to this part of the... not die from shooting way too far up. Get to the anglerfish butt. I would love to, eventually. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Giant cactus. Hey, what's this? Hello? Have I seen you before? I have no memory of this place, but I haven't really remembered any of these places. Today, for some reason. Memory? Up? Cactus. No cactus. See, that doesn't seem to have gotten me anything. What was the point of coming up here? Just to see these giant cacti? Oh. I don't understand. Well, let's follow this path. I don't know where it leads. That's the gravity cannon. We've been there. Where is the entrance to the... I don't want to go down there. There's cactus at the bottom of that hole. But it might be the safest place to try descending. Well, jeepers. Yeah, well, and what's the point? Like, we're gonna get smooshed here in a second. Yeah, I can't even get inside. Probably can't even get outside. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. There's no problems here. I'm just gonna, like, sit in this corner and watch my life end. Squish. I've never enjoyed dying in a game so much. Hey, get back here. Where did you go? Ah, I think I was too slow. Ooh, but what's... Hey. I mean, we've already been to all three of those pieces. It's just... I've never actually, like... I didn't know you could zoom in! Those sure were sounds, I know. In some ways, one might call them shadows of life. If shadows could be sounds. All right, hello, son. Onward! I don't care which one you target. Echoes equals shadows of sounds. I think so. What do you think echoes are if not shadows of sound? Oh, I really damaged the ship that time. I don't care. I just need to find... You know, I should have marked, like, the village on the, like, map or whatever. Because I does not remember which direction. I'm not sure why anyone would be called that. One of these directions takes me somewhere that I actually need to go. The problem is I don't remember which one. I think it's this way. I am so smart. SMRT. Oh, yes! Yes! No. Never mind. But this way. Yes? Yeah. Ouch! That hurt. I mean, it didn't really, but it felt like it did. Hurt my ego. Possibly my id just a little bit. Also my super ego, it also got hurt. And my alter ego. And my ego. Although to fix the ego, all you need is a little bit of syrup. Use the worst pain, the ego pain. They are the Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2 of sound. Lego my ego. I was the kid that just constantly had to repeat nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger, because like Butterfinger was the only candy bar I would eat for years, and now like I've gone completely opposite of that to the point where I do not like chocolate and peanut butter together at all. But yeah, when I was little, it was all about the Butterfinger, and of course Bart Simpson had that phrase of nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger, and so I had to repeat it all the time to everybody, all the time, always, forever and evermore. I don't remember. I mean, I know how to get to the city. What I don't remember is where the anglerfish fossil is. With the little window. Yeah. That's what I had to do with that. Now I just have to remember not to recall it. And I have to figure out how we get there, because I don't remember. There were instructions from some kids who said something about going through the I district, but I don't understand what these little districty things do. What is... There's a generator. I never noticed that. What about a Henkelfish? What is that? Hello. What do? Well, how the heck was I supposed to get in there? Oh. Ow, ow, ow. No, no! Oh, Hanklerfish, District 12 champion. That one hurt. An anglerfish drawn by Hank Green. Hi, Obi-Wan Pez. I didn't register who was saying it. It's a tarp. All right. Faster. Do faster. cool. You can see it blow up. I may have gotten a little squishy. It seems like you have to get there super early to go in that one. Which makes me think that there's a good reason to do so. Crunch! Mark Crunchson? No, never mind. Brain is doing weird things with words at the moment. Come on. Accelerating toward destination. Just, the sun needs to stay away. I get that you're going to expand and envelop me eventually. You do not need to do so now. No, no. Come on. Match. Match. Match velocity. All right. One of the sides of this planet has where I want to be landing. I don't know precisely. There. That's where I want to go. Go. Go, go. Come on. Go over there. I just let me land in the spot. Or, crash in the spot. I don't care. Can it come out tomorrow? This was much faster. This was much faster than last time. All right, and just run down the hill. It can come out when it feels like it. Okay. Run down the hill, and then over to that platform. And then jump on over here, and then through here, and to the left, down the hallway, and then I push through the hole, and into the tunnel. And jump across the chasm. Someday you'll redact it and give us one of your mad looks. Possibly. Up here. Up here. Up here. And then if I want to do this, then I need to have this launcher ready. And just come on over here and launchify to light things up. Once upon a looking for Donna, 16-year-old virgin. Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna. Looking for Donna. Anyway, sorry. Oh, from Control. I have not done a whole lot of Control yet. We will be playing that, though. I say weird things and then song lyrics happen. The High Energy Lab! Yes, please. This time the hair lyrics were from song. This time the song lyrics were from Hair. This was one of the two potential places I wanted to be going. So I do not like cacti. No, no! I'm dead. Why must you kill me? Stop killing me. I don't want to kill. Well, okay, I want to kill you. Don't kill me. Come on. How do I do? Ouch. Come on. Am I too early? Can I not get through here? Now you want hair lyrics from song? There's got to be a way. Oi. Ow. Ouch. There are cacti above me? Alright, I have to wait for the sand to cover the cacti so I can go through. So I have to get here early and then I have to wait? I don't like this. That means I'm going to have to go down this tunnel really fast. But I can't, the sand is falling too heavily. I can't jetpack through it. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Come on. I can't jump over these cacti. Okay, go, 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 go. Oh boy. What, jeez. Now, supposedly the high energy physics lab, they wanted to not get sand in it. What the heck? What the heck? There's not enough room for a body. It's a trap. Why must you do this to me, game? A kid, maybe. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Oxygen. I hope there's oxygen where we're going. Ooh, that one comes down. And it looks like there might be ghost matter. Just to increase the tension, you're all good. What? You got this? I hear the sand. I'm running away. No, no, take me higher. Which is a good Depeche Mode song, by the way. Hello. Windows? I mean, they don't go to the soul, but... I feel like I wasted tons of time there. Aw. This isn't a good sign. These people killed themselves, didn't they? Like, they made mistakes, and it destroyed their entire civilization. Oh, oxygen. Hello, new place! Also, I did see, according to my automated intelligent timepiece, I have been alerted that we are nearing end of stream. Eventually, it'll be time for the world to end for a while. Mistakes were made. Yeah, it certainly seems that way. I think their first one was seeking out the eye of the universe. That seems to be where all of their problems started. Hello. Warp core? Why did I pull a warp core? What did I just power up with two warp cores? 2 warp cores! This is the perfect situation for why that emote exists. Why not? Let's pull a warp core right now. Pi. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. Raimi and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or a simple machine error. Oh, we know it's real. Initial things first. Our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the White Hole Station. Raimi. Hypothesis. It is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. I have no idea why that is the voice that Raimi has tonight, but it is. Goes to engineering to pull the marbles engine. No! Well, hello? If that's what's happening, if it is possible for something to exit the white hole before entering the black hole, which seems to be how their teleportation works, then that explains how the eye of the universe is older than the universe. If the universe was created by a big, massive bang of stuff coming out of a white hole. Or black hole. White hole. I don't know, whatever. Order of operations. I've lost it. It's because he phrased his sentence like an Elcor. Just don't pull engine 11. Oh dear, not engine 11. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. See, I think this is exactly how the eye of the universe is older than the universe. Because the universe came from a massive ejection of stuff out of a white hole theory as the Big Bang. But if the eye of the universe entered a black hole before exiting through the white hole, then that would explain how it's older, right? Dr. Becky is releasing an explainer this week on the finding of a galaxy that is allegedly 26 billion years old. That'll be cool to watch. I don't know if that theory will hold weight, but it is at least theoretically theoretical. Also, there's another scroll there. Scroll. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it's actually sent through the warp? Say what now? That doesn't sound safe. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponent. Science compels us to explode the sun. Is this a gravity well situation? It's not often you see bookshelves made of corrugated cardboard. Hypothesis. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Raimi and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. The energy is Currently available, you say? You're a gas pie. The game is punning at us. My pun was unintended, Raimi. So I believe it's you who's Aeriform. That was the point when I screamed F you at my TV during the first playthrough. Science compels us to explode the sun. They're blowing up all these stars to get 22 minutes to get somewhere 22 minutes before they leave. Why? Why? I would have to blow up billions more stars. The Ash Twin Project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we used warp towers, like the one we have on the Whitehole Station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is... The sun? The sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. You can warp to the sun? Phlox. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. Okay. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone. And we could model the Timber Hearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Poke Root and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Right. Okay, then. So... I don't know that one. This is the twins. And the tower is a double tower. Quantum Moon? I'm not certain on that one. I don't know what all these towers are. I feel like the symbology I'm supposed to get, but I'm not getting it. But maybe the notes will give me what I need. Oh, and this is just the exit that we couldn't... Planet Oreopile. Sadly, it will always remain locked so that I cannot re-enter next time loop. But if I need to see the pictures, I can always shoot a probe down inside. Oh, that's what that noise is. Ooh, hello. I'm glad I didn't leave without doing this. Hello? This is the experiment. Showing you that the scout comes back through before it goes in. And there's a third warp core. Wait, no, that's a white hole. Did I just randomly? I did. What if I put 2 black holes? Nothing. So I just randomly picked a black hole and a white hole and stuck them in the machine without even knowing. This is cool. I don't know how much it gets me. But it's another step. Sort of new. Yeah, no, I had no intentionality when I did it. I just grabbed a second one and plugged it in. So we get the symbology. All right, what are the names of the planets? I wish I could see like my notepad from here. So we've got the twins. That's for certain. Is this Giant Steep? A core under bubbles? I don't know what any of the others are. This one with a ramp on it. This one is Giant Steep because, oh, it's a cyclone. That's what it is. It's a, got it. So that's the cyclone. This would be Brittle Hollow because this is the Hanging City. That's the twins. So what is that symbol? I don't know what that one is. Something to learn next week, right? Because I mean, I don't have to run away immediately. Dark Bramble, because ice? I suppose that's possible. Because there is no Streampunks game this week. But I do have, like, stuff that I should accomplish that I usually do while I'm watching the Streampunks, so I will have to end fairly soon. Well, that was neat. Still didn't manage the anglerfish fossil. I wanted to go back and find the ship. I know it's broken, but I want to read our new, whatever new entries we got. I have traveled way too far from the ship. And, oh, hello, sun. I think we may end up in the sun. Where is the ship? Did the ship get buried in sand? It's possible. I thought I was headed towards the ship. It's fine. Painting Pirate is not streaming this weekend. Okay. Yeah, we can raid somebody else. I just know that when the Streampunks don't have a show was like the only time I ever got to raid Painting Pirate. And wasn't sure if they were going to be on tonight, so. I have no idea where I left the ship. Oh, there it is. Way up there. Will I beat the supernova to the ship? I think it's a valid question. Ooh, look at that. It's got like a temple on top of it. Oh, oh, ooh. The tops of the buildings. Right, so the building shapes tell you which one goes where. I just don't know what all of the symbols are. Yeah, normally Mondays. Ah, got it. And I think I had seen that he had not been live recently, and I had not connected the events. Thank you, though, for looking. You know what's going to happen next time you get to the ship's log. Asterisk? I don't have any jet fuels, so I'm having to... Oh my gosh. Hello. I'm sorry I made you angry. Sun's getting real low. Big guy. Hey, big guy, sun's getting real low. Music's starting. I'm not gonna make it to the ship, am I? Oh my gosh, wait, the ship is over there? What is the dot I was running towards then? What was that yellow dot? I have no idea what that is. Amazingly, I think I'm gonna make it back to the ship. Red sun rising. I made it to the ship. Okay. The Nomai discovered they could increase the negative time interval between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. The Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy, as well as an advanced warp core to handle those engines. Ash Twin was proposed as a location for the project. There's more to discover here. Each tower warps. Star plus person. Star plus smile. Oh, anyway. That is, that will be our last loop of the night. We didn't get to read all of the information we got, and apparently there's more to discover at the high energy laboratory, but I feel like we made some more progress. I love that I still have... Honestly, I basically still have absolutely no idea where... I have a clue of, like, maybe I should go take another look at the radio telescope. But beyond that, I have no other inkling of where the DLC might be located. Which, if we run across it, we run across it. Because I don't know where it is. But I will attempt to do the DLC before fully finishing the game. Because that was the recommendation. Night Loops sounds like a cereal you can only eat after dark. Midnight cereal! Unless you watch Stephen Joy's a lot, the excitement in my voice when I said midnight cereal won't make any sense to you, but yeah, midnight cereal. Let me go ahead and bring up the credits scene, and I'm going to take a quick gander and see who I might want to go say hello to. Not really productive as of right now. Thank you all so much for joining me. And, well, listener, thank you for the follow. Of course, thank you to my mods. Thank you, Was Not Worth It, for subscribing over on Coffee. I'm not certain. Yeah, I think I actually have a tea from one of your favorite companies. You can buy only on the full moon. Yes. I think we are going to pop on over to say hello to Vanna. The stream category says Lakeburg Legacies, which I know nothing about, but Vanna is awesome. So join me in saying hello to Vanna when we get over there. I do have a raid call if you want to copy and use that. It is #RogueRaid. And then if you are a subscriber, there's a subscriber version with the chaos. And if you're not a subscriber, throw some torpedoes. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. I will be live next Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern for Archival Adventures, looking at materials about the nuclear ship Savannah. And then on Saturday, strange. What the what? Then on Saturday, I'll be playing Worlds of Ultima, The Savage Empire, and Sunday we will be starting Control, which will be alternating out with Mass Effect Andromeda, and of course next Monday night, right back here at 7 p.m. again, we'll pick up and play some more Outer Wilds, because it's still ridiculously fun, and despite really not having a plan, I seem to discover a new thing every week. So yeah, join me to say hello to Vanna. Obi-Wan, thank you for the 35 bits. Join me for the hello to Vanna, and thank you so much for joining me. Until I see you again, get out there and do some shenanigans.